Hello guys, so in this tutorial we are going to be designing this support bracket. So start a new part file, change your units to millimeters, and looking at this is the top plane, the top face of this part. So click on the top plane and sketch, normal to. So now I'm just going to draw a center rectangle. So it's a center rectangle. Click it again and draw it somewhere over here. And the dimension from this line is 104, which is right here. And the dimension for this line is 88. Good. So let's add our circles too. So let's just draw 4 circles somewhere over here. And make sure the circles are not coincident to any of this line. And I'm going to use the midpoint line starting at the origin point, and I'm just going to draw 2 lines going horizontal and going vertically, something like that, and make those lines a construction line too. So make them a construction line. So click this point and that point, make it horizontal. Click this point and this point, make it vertical. Click this point and this point, make it horizontal, and click this point and that point and make it vertical. Select all 4 circles and make them equal to each other. Then we can add a dimension to this, which is 8, and all the circles are now 8. We can add the dimension from here to here is going to be 72. And all you need to do is to click this circle, this center line, and this circle, and make it symmetrical. And now that's symmetric. And now we will do the same thing. Click this circle, this line, and this circle, and make it symmetrical. Now we can add our dimension, which is going to be 88. Our sketch is fully defined, and now we are going to go to feature, extrude. We're extruding it up, and the distance is going to be 7, which is over here. So 7, and click OK. Good. So the next one we are going to do, the next one in line is this circle over here. So click on this top face, sketch, number 2, and just draw a circle, and the dimension is going to be 80. And go to feature, extrude. We're extruding it up. With this is 7, 15. So the distance from the bottom to that part is 15. So which means that is going to, our extrude is going to be 8. Or in here you can actually do 15 minus 7, and it still give you the same answer. So you can actually type, do your arithmetic in here, and click OK. And the next one in line is this piece over here. So this piece that looks like the star. So we're going to go normal to click on this face and sketch, and we are going to draw a circle. If you look at it, there's a circle over there which is 16. So from the center line, just draw a circle and make it 16, and draw a use the midpoint line and just draw a line going like this, an horizontal line, and make that line a construction line. Draw another line from this point coming up and make that line also a construction line. And we're going to add this this angle, which is 60. From this line to this line is 60. And now we are going to draw another circle up here. At that point you can draw your circle, and now draw a line. I'll make it a little bit smaller. Draw a line something like this, and draw a line something like that. Make the line and this circle tangent to each other. Make this line and this circle tangent to each other, and do the same thing on the bottom. So make it tangent, and make this line and this circle, this line, this circle tangent. So I'm just going to trim off using the trim tool, and I'm using the trim to closest, and I'm just going to trim off this excess line. Over here, and I need to close this off first before I can trim it. So I'm going to extend. Make sure your line is touching the circles before you trim it. I'm going to trim it off. So I have that, and now I'm going to add my dimension to this, which is 2. There's a dimension that is missing here. They didn't tell you how far this is going now, so let's just add something for now, and if you figure out what it is later on, you can come back and change this dimension. So for now, let's just make it 32. So this is fully defined, and all I'm going to do now is come feature extrude. We're extruding it up. The whole distance is 25. We know from here to here is 15, so the rest is going to be 10. So we're going to make that 10, or you can type 25 minus 15 in there and click OK. So we have this feature now. All we need to do is go to circular pattern, this pattern, circular pattern, and perimeter. Select this circular edge, and the feature, you want to select this and make sure it's 3 equal spacing and click OK. And we now have that started. And the next thing we need to do is add our fillet, which is 10. So the radius is 10, so we're going to add it to this corner, that corner, and that corner, not that face, and this corner, and click OK. And go normal to, and the next thing we need to do, which is add this feature over here. So we click on this face, sketch, add, draw 3 circles, something like this. Make this circle and this circle equal to each other. Make the center point of this circle and your origin point horizontal, and make this circle kind of like big. So now just draw a line, kind of like what we did with the previous one. Draw 4 lines and make those lines tangent to the circle. I'm going to do the same thing over here, make it tangent. Or you could do the same thing over here and mirror it down. It's going to be the same thing. Make it tangent over here, and make this line and that tangent over there. And make sure the center line for these 3 points are all vertical. And I'm going to extend this. This is kind of rough the way I'm doing it, but I was just doing it this way just to show you how to draw the shape, just in case if you don't know what's going on. So now I can now trim this off. So I'm going to trim the excess line off. So I'm going to trim that off in here, in there, this, that, and that. So I have something like that. And now all I need to do is start adding my dimension. Before I add my dimension, use the midpoint line and draw a line, an horizontal line, something like this. Make sure the line is horizontal, and I'm just going to drag it out till it touches that part. I'm going to drag it out till it touches this, and make sure it's a construction line. And what you want to do is select that line, this circle, and this circle, these 2 end circle, and make them symmetric to each other. So that way when we add our dimension, we only add it to one part. So from the center line to this, or the origin, which is the same, from the center line to this point is going to be 20, and the diameter for this, the dimension for this is 4, and the dimension for this is 8, and the distance from the center line to the origin point is going to be 28. And now our sketch is fully defined, and all we're going to do now is go to feature, extrude cut, and we're going to extrude cut it down, which is over here, and it's going to be 6, and click OK. And the last but not the least thing we are going to do is cut this one, and click that face sketch, normal to, and draw a circle in there, and the dimension for that is going to be 12, which is right here, and the distance of that cut down is going to feature extrude cut down, the distance is 10, and click OK. And there you go, we have this part. Like I said, this I'm not sure how long it is because the dimension is not really here. So once you verify what the dimension is, you can come back and change the dimension on that 30. You can change it to whatever you think it should be. Anyway, that's how you make this part. Thank you, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye.